Good morning. I'm Claire-Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's Monday. Doesn't feel like Monday though, not to me, because I've spent the last 2 days making videos because there's nothing else to do when you're in quarantine. And I've been feeling fine. I'm all better. I think my voice is still a little bit funny unless it's just in my head that it's funny. I did watch back some of the videos and I sound fine in the videos. So all good. So I'm going to be doing some channeling for the collective and doing mini reads as well. If you're interested in the mini read, check out the pinned comment. The comment that's pinned up top of the live chat. That tells you how to do it. It's by donation. There's a PayPal link in there, which is my preferred method. But you can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker if you'd like. If you've got a question for your higher self, put a capital Q at the start of your comment after you've done your donation. And then I can find it nice and easily amongst the comments. Oh, we've got delight. Good. Could do with a bit of delight. I'm going to get out of the house today. I'm going to do a test first. I guess I better check that it's negative before I do. But that would be quite delightful. To not be in these four walls anymore. It's been almost a week. It'll be a week this afternoon. It'll have been a week that I've been in this room this afternoon. Yikes. It's not been too bad. Meant to be in isolation for 10 days, but what's the point for a 2 to 3 day cold? Like, seriously. I mean, I guess it's, I don't know. I get it's more than a cold, but it's not really. It is, but it's not. Hey, Connie. So I've got a bit of delight anyway. Good to hear. What else have we got? Mischief. Mischief, huh? Getting up to no good. I like the sound of that. Should we do the Lenormand? How are you, Connie? It's just you in the house today? In the cafe? No, there's more people, just being quiet. So let's do the little Lenormand and see what today is all about. I mean, what they're going to go on about today. Garden. Guess that's about growing things, huh? Nurturing things. Is it about nurturing the environment? I'm still getting to know the Lenormand. I do love this deck so much. I do believe in an everyday sort of magic, the inexplicable connectedness we sometimes experience with places, people, works of art, and the like, said Charles Dement. The garden card illustrates a special place to interact with other people and with nature to enjoy beauty. The setting may be a public place, such as park or museum, or it may involve a private social gathering, such as party. Okay, garden party. The miniature garden depicted here suggests that group dynamics are a microcosm of a social structure, wherein individuals contribute their talents and energy for the benefit of all. What a group of people can accomplish together is far greater than what anyone can do alone. That's why I like sharing. Connie, soy milk's working. It's working. Awesome. I'm so glad it's working for you too. It's I haven't been having tofu because I haven't been able to go shopping to get anything. I've got tofu, but I don't have any vegetables to go with it, and I ain't gonna have tofu by itself. So I've only been having soy milk, and it's been enough. Fine. No hot flashes anymore. No night sweats. Nothing. Whew. I'm so glad that's working for you too. And because it's all about the what's the hormone called again? Estrogen receptors, right? Soy milk, it's got estrogen in it, right? But it's only a very small bit. It'll only, like, I don't understand the receptors thing properly, but the estrogen, say, that our ovaries would have produced is a lot, and what is found in soy milk is only a small amount, but it's obviously enough. Anyway. Hey, Nikki. Oh, that's cool. I'm so glad it's working for you. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Arabella. So the garden card may refer to networking clubs, communication, meetings, recreation, support, conferences, Support groups, conferences, fundraisers, leisure activities, cultural events. Setting itself is not important, as important as the sense of enjoyment derived by participating in communal activities. Our communal activity on this island at the moment is passing around this virus. I didn't give it to anyone. I only had interaction with 3 people. After I got it on Saturday night, there was the food delivery guy who he almost always wears a mask. He didn't yesterday when he brings me food, but he came round on the Sunday when I had a hangover. He was wearing a mask. He hasn't got it because he's been delivering me food all week. On the Monday lunchtime, I went and picked up a sandwich from this lady who had made it for me outside of this shop, and she hasn't got it. And then because I work on Monday, so Sunday, Monday are my least peoply days, so I was pretty lucky that I got it on Saturday night, really. Monday, and then I went training, and it was just because there was hardly anyone there. It was just with the owner guy, and he's already had it. He already had Delta, so he'd be all right. He hasn't got it anyway. So the 3 people I had interaction with since before I went into quarantine, I ain't got it, so I didn't pass it to anyone. Fancy that. But anyway, that's what the group activity on this island is at the moment. Dropping like dominoes. You're looking for a support group. There you have it in the garden. And then we've got the stars, wishes. Oh, community, maybe. Could be about getting back out there. Yeah, ship, movement, travel. Could be about this could be about me getting back out there again, or you getting back out there again, or, starting new stuff off. The moon. Thanks, Nikki. Thanks, Carrie. I did 2 workouts yesterday and 1 workout the day before, so my muscles are sore. I've lost a bit of weight while I've been locked down, whatever we call it now, quarantine. Because I wasn't doing anything, so I've not even been hungry. I got hungry yesterday with 2 workouts. Key. Moon, key, bear, protection. Someone's locked up right now. It's true. It's true. Yesterday, went into the hospital resort quarantine. So that's 2, that I know of, close friends that are in there now. The hospital, hotel quarantine. They're giving medication in there. They're sending me pictures of it. I'm like, you don't even need it. I did it without any. It's not bad. Scythe, something to cut out. Book. Cutting out, learning. And fish, abundance. There's been a bit of abundance energy in the energy updates lately. You noticed that? Things coming good. There's been a lot of 8 of Pentacles around. A lot of, reaping rewards. Hi, Jennifer. So garden, we've got this support group kind of thing. Then we've got stars, which I think is wishes. Let me just check on that. Stars, inspiration, guidance, illumination, optimism, abundance. Abundance. Yeah, it's wishes, it's abundance, it's inspiration. Inspiration. And the ship, pretty sure, is about movement, travel, transportation, adventure. Okay, so a group of people, some kind of a support group or activity group, but it's about the people. Excuse me. It's about the people, it's not about the thing. Gives you inspiration, causes a movement forward in your life. So there could be an idea that comes from a group setting that inspires you. Hey, Shaz, and gets you going. And then we've got moon. Let's just check moon. Dreams, magic, reflections, intuition, inspiration. Okay, so it's like high priestessy kind of moon energy, that one. The moon and then the key. Hey, Robin. Answers. So inspired for the answers. Protection now. Key's protection too. Security under lock and key, yes. And the bear is protection. Keep it to yourself, the inspiration that you get. You could get a really good idea. Don't just go telling everybody. Keep it dear. Keep it dear. I like it. Something to cut out and learning from it about abundance. Now, that could be about keeping things to yourself. That could be about self-advocacy, not always giving your ideas away, not always. So if you've got a good, like, abundance idea, you don't tell everyone about it. If, say, there's an opportunity for a promotion and you want it, don't tell anyone else about it. It's about advocating for yourself, for your own abundance. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to be selfish. So you might be learning how to be selfish to actually look after your own abundance and grow your own abundance right now. So if we read them down, we've got a group setting kind of thing, revealing something, same kind of a message about what to cut out. So someone, you could notice someone else in the group, like, they've got it together. What are they not doing that I'm doing? And you might want to cut something out. Stars, inspiration again. And give you answers to learn something from. It gives you the key. So some inspiration gives you the key, an aha kind of thing that you can learn from. Movement forward safeguards your abundance. Talking about abundance today. And ideas and inspiration and selfishness so that you can claim something for yourself. That's what it seems to be about today. Good. Enough of this stuff, right? When they go in the hospital thingy, so you meant to, if you test positive here, you're meant to go to hospital. Isn't that crazy? You're not sick, but you got to go to hospital. I didn't. I didn't want to get part of that system at all. But then there's an overflow, of course, because you're not sick. You don't need to be in hospital, but you do need to, apparently here, you need to be in supervised quarantine. I could trust myself to stay in this room. Apparently they don't trust anyone else, but they lock them up. They lock them up like this. They put them in a room and they lock it. They can get out on the balcony. They could escape if they wanted to. I think it's funny. Self-advocating, that's it. So I'm going to start sending them prison workouts because they're not sick. Food delivery guy was saying that, what am I doing? Was saying that all of his friends that have had it as well are, they just had the same 2 to 3 days cold. Although the mucus is hanging around a little bit, which is annoying. So before we get into the tarot, let's do some minis. Carrie's up first. Thanks for your donation. I had a bit of a muggle yesterday. But a muggle moment? Oh, no, a muggle. Any guidance? I wish I could stop them, but they crop up when I least expect it. Was it a muggle moment, or was it a muggle came into your life and be doing muggly things? Oh, my workout was strong yesterday. First of all, I did a full body workout in the morning and then I did legs, so I can feel my butt today, that's for sure. Thanks, Jessica. Carrie, Muggle moments. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Touch and forgive them. I know what this is. Touch means a little bit. Muggles only annoy us because they remind us of ourselves. Wouldn't annoy us otherwise. Nothing gets to us unless we've got a judgment about ourselves for the very same thing. And so it's your own past muggleness that's bothering you here. So in that case, it's not so much about forgiving them, although you need to do that first. It's about forgiving yourself. You're in transition. That's what that means, is that you're in transition. Before you fully let something go. You've not fully let your muggleness go yet. And what I mean by that is when you get to the point where you don't even care that you had muggleness before, you don't even care. It doesn't bother you anymore. Not judging yourself for it anymore. So you're still in the transition. And it's important to be in the transition. We shouldn't rush this bit, because the transition is where I don't want that thing anymore. I don't like that thing. I don't like it in others. I don't like it having been in myself. That phase gives us clarity. That's a learning phase, right? It gives us clarity, gets us real clear on us not doing that. It's the information gathering and solidifying what we've learned phase. That's the phase you're in. Muggle moment with your person. Guidance is to cleanse, yeah, that's what I was saying. It's on the way out. Your self-judgment of your muggleness is on its way out. Or, to put it another way, what that person was showing you is something that you've had in yourself. And that letting that go and being okay about it in yourself, that it ever existed in yourself. Because, of course, we can't beat ourselves up for that. We got born into these bodies, and then we got taught by muggles. So, of course, we're going to slip up, and then we learn from it, right? And that's okay. So, just on the way out. It's all, Carrie. Don't worry about it. But try to forgive them. Okay, Nikki. Nikki. I'm not sure what the questions are. Okay, Nikki. Hey, Satara. Hi, self-guidance. Sorry about the phlegm problems. Quite a few people that have had this said that it lasts quite a while, the whole phlegm thing. It doesn't hurt or anything, it's just clearing it all out after. General guidance for you. Nikki, work, judgment separates. A resistance to work. I get it. There's not many things that are worth doing, really, hey? Oh, I wouldn't want to get a job. There's a resistance here because of judgment to work. Thank God I do what I do. Oh, imagine if I had to get a job. That would be terrible. It's that kind of an energy, Nikki. You thinking about getting a job? Oh, healing touch, huh? Maybe you should. Energy healing touch, massage, or that kind of thing. If you're thinking about that. Excuse me. Or something to do with a healing center or something like that. Receptionist or whatever. Just in that space, you might want to consider that. Not necessarily being the healer. I just got a flashback to a healing centre that I used to work in. I used to rent a treatment room from. The lady that managed the place for the owner, what she used to do there. Like, she was into healing and all stuff like that, but wasn't doing it. She was just kind of receptionist, organising the place. I had a flash of her, so you might want to consider something like that. I don't know, if you're wanting stuff to do with your time or you're wanting a job. But you've got definite resistance to it anyway. I think maybe your higher self wants you to open up to that. Higher self love guidance for you. Question 2, Nikki. Go within and detach. Not time. Not time for love right now. Go within and detach, which suggests that you are, in your mind and your beliefs about your love life, are heading in a direction which isn't quite true for you. So it's let go. You can't really fail with letting go. We've got some I made a heap of energy updates right up to the new moon, which is about 3rd of March. So that's what I did yesterday. And we've got significant change coming up at the end of the month. End of this month. As far as love life stuff goes. So letting go can free that up. You can't really go wrong with letting go. So it's saying just like go within, detach yourself from what you thought might happen next. I don't feel like it's going to happen in the way that you think it might happen next. So there's no point in pursuing that in your mind. Just let go. There'll be guidance coming up when things are ready to start moving forward. But there's some forgiveness to do first. Yeah. And I think you know that already. Forgiveness to do first. So right now, there's a get the hell away from me energy from you towards your person. And of course, it's not going to start off when there's that energy, spiritual energy, of course, but you know that anyway. Anyway, things will get moving, but it's probably, I'm feeling it's going to be toward the end of the month when you might get some more clarity about, things might not get moving like in 3D reality for you, but you might have a new idea and a new focus kind of thing, and a new idea that's more in line with the way that things will actually play out. There, I said it, and I'm happy with that. Jessica, high self guidance for you. Thanks everyone for your donations, by the way. Empower yourself and be vulnerable. Okay, now this is tricky because this is saying you've been learning empowerment, but then when you go to empower yourself, when you go to stand up for yourself, it makes you feel vulnerable, right? And that happens often when we've been attacked for being empowered when we were children, which is often the way. Parents don't want the kids to be empowered much because it's difficult for parents when kids are empowered, and so can tend to be shot down for it. So you stand up for yourself, back chat, that kind of thing, speaking out your feelings, and then you get told not to back chat, and so we get this message that it's not okay to be empowered. And then as adults, when then we get all soft and everything, and all love and light, until we realize this isn't working for me. We learn empowerment again, but we've got these fears, childhood fears of being shot down for it again. So it makes us feel vulnerable. So that feeling that you get when it's almost like you know what to do, you know how to empower yourself, you're about to do it, and then suddenly you get as nervous as hell to actually even speak out about it, and you feel like a little kid again. You're going to get told off for it. That's what we're talking about here, Jessica. Refocused doubt cancels abundance. Oh, so it's specific. This is specific. This is about a time when you were a child, probably, or a young adult, maybe, but probably a child when you empowered yourself, you spoke out about something, you stood up for yourself, and it resulted in you losing your pocket money or something like that. That was a punishment. You had a significant, you won't have that money then, or that thing. And so you've got a double fear here. It's doubly not safe for you to empower yourself. That's why you're feeling vulnerable, because it actually makes you feel like you're going to lose your abundance. It can be taken away if you empower yourself, because it was, and that's what you learned. Okay, so you need to remember what that was and realize bad parenting, bad teaching, or whoever it was that did that to you, trying to teach you a lesson, but you got the wrong lesson from it, kind of thing. Why bother teaching a lesson like that anyway? So something to get to the bottom of there. If that's what you've been experiencing, or you're about to experience that nervousness when you go to empower yourself, speak out, delve into that, like do your research in yourself. And then there's that. That's a tax invoice from Apple. Let's throw that away. Okay. Thanks everyone for your donations. And now to these. Maria, hello. Maria. High self-guidance. Should you go for fun or stay serious? Should Maria be fun? Bicep hurts. Should Maria be fun? Yes. Oh, I would have been surprised if your higher self said no there. Of course, it's always about a balance, isn't it? Oh, nice. Joy in work. Go for fun in your work. Joy in your work. Don't do the boring stuff. Mm. And there are boring ways to do work, for sure. Yeah. Have fun, especially in your work. Because we need motivation to do this. To get out of bed, do it. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. Oh, the bed was so cozy. I was fully asleep when my alarm went off. Because I'd been awake in the night. Because I went to bed so early. Anyway, have fun with your work. Fulfillment and right. Do you journal, Maria? I would say journal to get your thoughts and feelings out. It would be a good outlet. I'm just picking up this feeling that things might be going around and around and around in your mind. You might be on an internal track a little bit too much. And if we do that, it goes around and around and around. Have you ever done that? Like realize that you've been thinking over the same problem or thinking the same things for hours on end? It's not useful. You write it down in a journal and it's like 5 minutes and it's gone. If you just keep it in your mind, then you go over and over and over and over, and it's nothing new. No new thoughts. No new ideas, just anyway. Journaling would be really good for you. Yeah, go for fun. It's reminding me when it was around New Year's one year, and I've been through some hard times, and I just decided it's time to lighten up. tend to have a better year. And I remember, I don't know whether it was the 2nd of January or something, me and my friends, or it might have been just before New Year, me and my friends were sat in the beach hotel in Byron Bay. And I said to my friend, this year I'm going to have fun every single day. I need more fun in my life, so I'm going to have fun every single day. And I just set that intention, not for it to come and happen to me, but I was going to make sure that every single day I had some fun. So I'd wake up in the morning and go, what fun am I going to have today? Just make sure that I did it. And if toward the end of the day, if I hadn't had some fun yet, I would make sure that I had some fun. So just setting that intention, and it was so much better year for me. It was so much better. Anyway, you might want to journal to release the serious stuff, to get over it faster so that you're not thinking about it all the time. And you might want to have more fun. Start with your work, because if you try to find fun from outside of yourself, if it's like, I want fun with those people or someone else or something like that, that's going to be more difficult than the stuff that is just your jurisdiction. So start having fun where it's just you first. Hi, Alexis. Alexis, check out the pinned comment. It tells you how to get the mini reads up there. Arabella, you're next. Higher self-guidance. Hi, Shonda. Massage is boring. Create a healing center. Yeah, it could be that. But more of an organizational thing, Nikki. Anyway, Arabella, high self-guidance for you. Choose to change. Willingness. This is interesting. Because you've already chosen the change is what I've heard. You've chosen the change, but you're not yet willing to take the risk to action that change. My skin's really good today. Do you know why? Because there's nothing else to do when you're in a room but skincare. Like, there's nothing to do. And so I've been doing that. Instead of just twice daily skincare, I've probably been 4 times a day skincare. That's why my skin's really good. Just noticed. Anyway, Arabella, you've chosen a change, but you're not yet willing to take that risk to actually action it yet, to put yourself out there, to put some skin in the game, to put your life on the line, to put something on the line for it. That is the next stage. You've got to be willing to put something on the line for it. And you know what? I did a few private readings yesterday, and if there was a theme amongst them, which there often is, no, not often, sometimes there is, yesterday it was the taking a risk thing. It's not that things get less risky as we get older. It's that we can trust ourselves more because we've survived everything and we've done all right. And so risk doesn't get less risky. But our confidence in ourselves and our abilities to handle whatever comes changes. And so you might want to tap into that kind of an energy. It's like, sure, this might be risky, but what the hell? I'm still here. I am the age that I am. I'm doing all right. I can handle anything. It's a risk, but it's also a risk not to do it too. So it's the abundance risk, huh? Oh, trusting abundance is hard, isn't it? This innocence card is saying, you do know, right, that abundance is about your connection with Source. Everyone's got a connection with Source. Everyone deserves abundance. Everyone deserves love. Same sign, same thing, same energy. You've got a connection. Don't need any middlemen. So questioning your connection with Source, your connection with abundance, that doesn't help, does it? You're innocent. You are here on this planet, not singled out, the universe going, no, Arabella, she doesn't deserve abundance. She's got to do it herself. She doesn't have connection with source. It's not true. So that's the problem, right? That's the unwilling to put skin in the game. It's because you're not trusting abundance. Tricky. It's tricky. I know. It's one of the most tricky things to trust in. But that innocence card is a key to it. That means I was born, and so of course I'm loved, and of course I deserve love, and of course I deserve abundance, and of course I've got a connection with source. Trust in that. So foster more of a connection with source will help you do that. Thank you, Beverly. You got a question, Beverly? You're struggling with that. Oh, it's tricky. But if you do take that leap of faith, the abundance does show up. It does. But sometimes it doesn't. But when we do it in that fear kind of a way, when we're scared, it'll show up just when you need it, just at the last minute. But when that happens, it will give you more confidence in abundance showing up for you. In other words, when you're in fear like that, all the universe can do is scrape you up off the ground with abundance until you learn to trust in it. I don't know of any other way of doing it than just taking those risks and letting the universe catch you over and over again until you trust that it will always catch you. So again, back to taking those risks. Okay, well, while we're waiting for Beverly's question, let's start doing tarot. Speak off. Tarot. Let's get some tarot out. Book of Shadows Tarot. What do we need to know about today? And if anyone else wants a mini read, get the donations in now. We'll batch up the next lot, starting with Beverly. We have the Four of Air to start with. Four of Air. Let's see what this one's about. Dark. Walking through the darkness. Omens. It's a sign that the answer is right in front of our eyes. It's an affirmation by the universe regarding a course of action or situation. Oh, so it's really similar to what we just got from the Lenormand, that this inspiration is right there. Someone's about to give us the clues. You've got to pay attention to signs, animals, words, images, situations that both happen a certain number of times in a short period, or have intensely personal significance to the recipient. Signs, signs, signs. Notice, pay close attention. Remember the Lenormand, especially in group settings, in that kind of thing. Then we've got the Four of Fire. This is Mars, isn't it? Oh, 2 fours. Four of Fire is Mars, yeah. I'm getting good at the fire ones. These fire gods. Mars is a warrior. Mars is a warrior known for bravery and action. It's moved to swift action by fiery passion. Four of Fire shows the desire for action. The situation is fraught with energy that's powerful and fast-moving. It's passionate. There's a need for courage, confidence, and possibly defensiveness. fight. But it's passion. And I feel like it's connected with the inspiration that we're getting, or the answers that we're getting. This is the way forward. Noticing those signs, and then fiery, passionate, moving forward. I'm fighting for it and going for it, and like, this is mine. I'm claiming it. That advocation, self-advocation that we were talking about before. And then the 10 of air. Oh, wow, this flame is annoying. 10 of air is about tarot. 10 of air indicates much power and control over the situation. Things are moving in a beneficial direction. And if they're not, be assured that you can easily change that. It's moving forward. Tarot not only tells us about possible futures, it can also give us guidance in creating alternate futures. We can change our situation by following guidance. We've got the power and control over the situation. Don't hand it over. You can move things in a beneficial direction. You can make the changes that you want. So, in other words, things don't need to carry on as they have been just because they've been carrying on as they have been. There's change available. Oh, we just ordered another Lenormand deck, yeah? Yeah, play with it and tell us about it. I do like that Dreaming Way one, it's good. Right, what else? Okay, so we've got movement forward. Personally, I've been getting the guidance last few days to stop spitting the dummy. I don't know, I have. And isn't it funny? Because I was thinking, that's it, I'm going to go to the gym for a while. I'm going to go to the different gym for a while. I'm going to do something else because I'm not going back there. And I was spitting the dummy. And now, today, well, this afternoon, I can go back there because he's in quarantine now. And it's like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to spit the dummy. I can have time apart. In fact, the universe is supporting me in that. But also, it's also like, don't mess this up, Claire. That's what I've been going. Don't mess this up, Claire. You're about to mess it up. I need to keep you two apart for now while you're spitting the dummy. Meanwhile, food delivery guy showed up without his mask yesterday. He always wears a mask. He's pretty good looking. He's a nice guy. Stop it, Claire. 5 of fire. It's just a boy, though. 5 of fire is Jupiter. Everyone's favourite uncle. Good things are afoot. Enjoy them. A lucky break comes our way. It's a gift which can be enjoyed for its own sake. Or it can be parlayed into something even greater. I think we've got the start of a new adventure here. Use the happiness and optimism that that the gift generates to create even more good luck by seeking out even more experiences. Oh, get the ball rolling, yeah. Use the momentum of this. Beverly, that's to you now. I don't leave you waiting too long now. How much longer will you be waiting? I had a bad attitude too. Because for the first time, he messed up. For the first time, he showed me a red flag. For the first time, he did something that made me feel bad. And I was like, ah, blow it up. Universe is like, better give her COVID and then give him COVID and keep them out of each other's way for a while. Oh well, we're allowed to do that. I can be very feisty. My partners, ex-partners, people that actually like me anyway, not the ones that didn't like me, because I did have relationships with people that didn't like me much. But the ones that did, they used to love that feisty side of me, especially. I can be like that. Beverly, how much longer will you be waiting for your twin flame to return? Good question. How much longer? Mm. 2 cards. Oh. I was asking for a timing, but the cards that you've got out are the Magician and Death. So it's once they've manifested an ending, they've got something significant to stop, haven't they? It's once they've manifested it. You see, they've got free will, and they've got to put the work in, and not all of them are going to step up and put that work in. Let's find out why. Because they've got free will, right? They might not. Abundance making them feel vulnerable at the moment. It's probably a theme with a lot of people right now. Tends to be, right? Oh, to be secure. You know, it's an insecurity that they've got about abundance. They're not feeling ready to put, so they don't have the money to feel secure enough for that ending. That's what's holding them back. This isn't about you. Listen and talk to someone. You can't step in and help them on this either, because they're still going to feel insecure. Yeah. You just need to leave them to it. Hey, you need to leave them to this lesson that they're having at the moment, and like hope that they get through it, but leave them to it. It's not yours to help them with or any of that, even though you might be wanting to coach them through it or help them through it or say, oh, it doesn't matter, it does matter, it does matter, they need to step up. See, they're not divine. They might be a masculine, but they're not divine until they do that stuff. They need to be on with their own guidance, on with their own lessons. And unfortunately, the masculine hasn't done much of that at all. Oh, you got different time frames. I've got, I separated out the month ones from this. Let's do that. It's not set in stone anyway. It's not set in stone at the moment for you, Beverly. Sorry to say. Because it's up to when they manifest it. But when is it likely to be based on current August? Based on current energies, it's likely to be August. Now, they might bring that forward if suddenly they get the courage, if suddenly they are inspired by their higher self to take that risk and that ending and feel secure in themselves without having the buffer of the abundance that they seem to think is going to make them feel secure. It won't. It's not the money that makes you feel secure. You feel secure first, and then these things happen. So very, very much up in the air, Beverly. Sorry to say. But get on with your own stuff, because, yeah, and just trust them to get on with their own stuff. And do we really want to be in a relationship with somebody who isn't stepping up with their own lessons? Because it just leads to codependency. It leads to us having to do way too much for them and take care of them and all of that. Nah. So I hope that helps you out then. Let's get back to more tarot. Well, this is exciting, isn't it? We have movement forward. Feels like it's abundance, life path, stuff happening, fortuitous, stuff that we can, if we keep on noticing the signs and keep on moving forward with it, we can build momentum, and that it can get better and better. Not speaking after 5 years of living together. Wow. Yeah, it's all about that insecurity, about abundance. The Ace of Earth. I always want to call it the One of Earth. This very solid new beginnings. Very solid new beginnings there that you're creating for yourself. It doesn't say it in this book. I know it doesn't. I've read this one out before in this book. It's about no. The human body. The Ace of Earth contains the potential one could hope for. Everything exists. Everything that exists or can exist is in this ace. It's a seed of the universe. When this card shows up, it's a gift, a sign. You can make a lot with very little. Isn't that exciting? I told you it was about abundance. Okay, we can really grow something now. My personal guidance that keeps on being a windfall coming in around this time. I'm surprised. It's not like I need a windfall, but it would be cool if I got one. Of course. I'm really happy about my skin today. You know what I've been doing differently is because I've had more time, because I never have so much spare time, hey? But because I have had, being stuck in these four walls, I started using the peptides more, because I use copper peptides, right? Or I want to, but they don't mix well with the other skincare stuff, and I always use vitamin C in the morning. So I can't use copper peptides in the morning, same time as that. I always use retinoic acid in the evening, and it doesn't mix well with that. It can mix well with that. I could put it on before that, but they're two extremely active components, so I tend not to. Anyway, because the last couple of days I've been making videos, what I've been doing my makeup and everything, but as soon as I've finished, like at lunchtime, I've been washing it all off and then doing an extra step of skincare. I'm using the copper peptides, and I'll tell you what, it does make a difference. I need to put it in every day. Copper peptides. Right now I'm using the Neod one. I don't like it so much. It's very runny. It's very hard to use. It's just so runny. And it smells like vinegar at the moment. My vinegar problem with my nose because of COVID is everything smelling of vinegar. Like punch in the face vinegar. It's calming down now. I'm still sensitive to the smell of vinegar, and a lot of things smell like vinegar, but it's not hurting my nose anymore. It wasn't too bad drinking my apple cider vinegar this morning, so it's good that that's getting better, because I didn't want that to last for a long time. And my soup yesterday, that smelled too much like vinegar. The same soup, I like the noodle soup that I got from there. That was okay as well. It wasn't like being punched in the face with a vinegar bottle. What a weird... Oh, look, that's the lovers. What a weird cold it is. Oh, initiation. Why? Don't talk about relationships now. This is that initiation thing. We saw this the other day, didn't we? Oh, we've got stuff going on with the divine masculine and divine feminine here. The universe is orchestrating it. There's an initiation going on. Can't believe it. My nails have lasted 2 weeks. No chips, nothing. Oh, this is an initiation. Divine masculine, divine feminine. The universe is sorting us out, even if we can't sort ourselves out, knocking our heads together. I need to find that and read that. And the Lovers was on the bottom of the deck, but we can ignore that because it didn't come out. What do you look like? Here it is. It's a Judgment card. Everyone walks their own path, and everyone hears a spiritual call in their own way. For the witch, once she hears the call of the divine, of the goddess, and of the god, she commits herself to honouring them. It's like the old chants that medieval monks sang, with a call and a response. This card is about this relationship, this agreement. We're called to a specific life, and we promise to live our beliefs as best we can. Mostly, we promise to stay in the right relationship with the divine, so we can hear the needs and the guidance of our deities with the same clarity with which we heard our original call, so that we can answer with the same passionate intensity. Spiritual calling. A big seed is planted. Initiation. We've got the divine masculine, divine feminine there. This is about both. This is about relationship and abundance. They're somehow going together at the moment. Okay, tell us more. What else do we need to know about this? This is very positive. There's good stuff coming through. There's inspiration, there's movement forward, there's abundance. We can gain a momentum with that. I was saying about the couple of peptides. After I've finished the neon one, which is too runny to use easily, I'm going to go back to the ordinary one. That's the one that I used before. It's thicker, gel-like, much easier to use and spread on the face. But I can recommend that if you're doing the anti-aging thing too. 6 of Wands, climbing that mountain, reaching the peak. We're getting there, to the victory that we want. Victory, 6 of Wands. Queen of Wands. Got to keep on going for it, taking action. Queen of Wands. Using our passion, the motivation to claim what it is that we want. Have your target in sight, your goals, go for it. Keep on taking action. No more waiting for things to happen, keep on taking action. So if you've been waiting for a relationship, get on with something else, making your dreams happen. Because this seems to be bringing both of those together, as if there's a shared journey to do with abundance and to do with relationship. When one isn't seeming to move forward, the other one will. Get the momentum going there. 4 of Swords. About like careful consideration, and it's like the pausing to think about something before you get going on it. I wonder when I read that one out, because that's what I was getting from it, was the pause before. You know, when you stop and you take a breath before you're about to do something, just to make sure you know what it is that you're doing. I was just seeing myself put together furniture. I don't pause, I just start doing it. I don't pause. Hi. And then I have to take things apart again because I've not paused and looked at the instructions one last time, and I've missed things and I've put it together wrong, and I need to go back and do it again. But that's me, because I'm Queen of Wands, very Queen of Wands, very have an idea, implement it straight away, think about it later. Four of Swords, there's always work to do. Things will always need attention. Problems forever seek solutions. Luckily, this woman has learned that sometimes the best ideas come when she takes a break. Relaxing her mind allows her to connect to the divine, enjoy a moment of calm, and prepare for inspiration. It's that. It's the break. It's the needing to stop and take a breath and just make sure that you're headed in the right direction. It's not that you're headed in the right direction. It's make sure that you have got all the information that you need to make it good, to make it right, to make it work. It requires a pause, a rest, just a pause to breathe, especially when you're really fired up to take action. Especially then, yeah. Because like I said, it's me putting furniture together. Put this table together. Yes, I did this wrong too. And that drawers that are just hiding back there, I got those wrong too. Because of that, if I'll just learn to pause, I wouldn't have to do things twice. Anyone else have that? So in other words, there's no rush here. Quite the opposite. We do need to schedule pause times. Oh, yeah. That's what I've learned this week too. Is because, yeah, I did extra skincare and all of that, but I started watching YouTube videos on self-care for even more ideas. It's like, well, how can I use this time to take care of myself even more? What am I missing here? Is there, something else that I can be doing? And one of the videos, like it's all the usual stuff that I already do, but one of the videos said, just make sure that you're having regular breaks. And it's this energy, and it's like, oh, I don't make sure I'm getting regular breaks. I go from one thing to another. I'm always rushing, and that's for sure something that's hindering me at the moment. Now, yesterday I did have breaks. I slowed myself right down. Anyway, something to be aware of. Especially because this energy is gaining momentum. So if you're already a rush, one thing after another, never taking a break kind of a person like I am, it's going to get overwhelming. And you know what happens if we're in the pattern that if the universe gives us what it is that we're asking for, we're going to overwhelm ourselves with it. We're going to harm ourselves with it because we don't give ourselves a break. The universe holds it back from us, going, "You're not ready yet because you've not found that balance in yourself yet. You're not going to take care of yourself if I give you this now." Yeah. That could be why relationships are being held back as well. If you're not yet solid in your self-love thing and ready to take that forward into a relationship and still advocate for yourself in a relationship, then it knows, not ready for it yet. You'd kind of be a little bit destructive towards yourself with it. Nine of Pentacles, single, independent, things working out, things coming good. Everyone's very quiet today. You're just listening. Join our community on Facebook, everybody. If you're on Facebook, there it is. Uh-oh. Five of Chalices. Disappointment. Disappointment. Five of Swords. Competition. Oh. Huh. Okay, so there's challenges straight away with this. It feels like these messages are saying you're going to be inspired to do something, maybe work, maybe to build something. Very passionate about it. You need to kind of slow yourself down a little bit, give yourself breaks, but there's a lot of momentum that can be had if you pursue this now. But then there's going to be this some kind of competition that's going to rear its head and cause disappointment. Of course, there's always going to be challenges along the way because we're humans and we're always going to have an ego and other people too. And so we've got that to navigate. We've got to navigate our humanness in it all. Anyway, it's very good energy. So be aware of that. Be also aware that you might be holding yourself back and unready for something just because you haven't quite got the self-love balance right yet. Like me, it could be a need for breaks. Could be other things too. What else shall we get out? Anyone else want a mini read? I need to pee. I'll be right back. I'm back. Is anyone still here? Oh, awfully quiet. Awfully quiet. What next? What next? That's pretty clear. I haven't used the Starchild Tarot for a while. Which one shall I use next? Shall I use this Starchild Tarot? Or shall I use this, whatever this one's called? Mystical Moments Tarot. Tarot of Mystical Moments. Off you pop. Which one shall I use next? Or I could use some other love. I could use love cards. But I'm really not feeling to. I'm feeling to use tarot. Maybe this one. I've not used this one for a while. I'm wearing Mercury retrograde today on my eyes. I bought another palette. Tara Lynn's fault. I was watching her review of it, and she mentioned that Mel Thompson, who died, has got a great YouTube channel. I'd said to her that this palette, she would really like it. And so I'm watching her use it, and I'm like, damn, I've not got colours like that. It's like greens and like khakis. And I bought it. I do enjoy these makeup things. Though. It's fun. It's like I've not used this orangey colour until today. I like it. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is about communication coming in. Oh, good, you're still here. I'm glad you chose Starchild, Mandy. It's feeling it too. Eight of Wands is about communication coming in. It's also about having our sights set on our target too. Should we read it out from the book? I've not read out for this book. I feel like I've not used this deck for a long time. No. Eight of Wands. And because I do like this book, I like the way that it puts things. So Eight of Wands, card of movement and transition. If life has been feeling overwhelming, know that a positive... No, not really. Know that a positive change is still very possible. Has life been overwhelming to anybody? Kind of underwhelming lately. I was very underwhelmed by COVID. Very disappointing. I thought it was going to be more spectacular than that. Yeah, life's been underwhelming at the moment. If life has been feeling overwhelming, know that a positive change is still very possible. Now's the time to take any initiatives or opportunities that come your way. Once you can focus on a specific task or goal... Oh, you got Mercury retrograde yesterday. Oh, enjoy. I really like it. It's a really nice palette. Once you can focus on a specific task or goal, there's nothing you cannot accomplish. It's the self-direction, determination, and confidence that comes from clarity, vision, and drive. Is anyone else feeling fired up at the moment? Hi, Christine. Anyone else feeling fired up at the moment? I am. I'm feeling feisty. I'm feeling very... I've got a lot of fire in me at the moment. This also has to do with establishing productive habits and organizational skills. The Eight of Wands may also highlight positive success through group strength and cooperation. Oh yeah, forgotten about that with Lenormand, right? Group strength, cooperation, teamwork, peoples. Time to be decisive and self-determined. Adventure, change, newfound success, group strength, collaboration, successful timing. Same as that first card that came out, the garden card in the Lenormand. So a group of people are both over and underwhelming, Mandy. Overwhelming for you, Christine. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. Angry fire. Oh, grief process, right? The anger. Yeah. I just wish my group of friends that they'd all get COVID now. I think it's running through them all now. But if we just all get it, then we won't have it for a year. The immunity lasts for over a year that you get from getting this one, they've found. So, and then we can just like hang out like we used to, without the fear that someone's gonna get it. There we go, Akashic Records. Ooh, okay. This is the extra card, the extra major arcana that's in this deck. Akashic Records. Energetic matrix, imprint of every emotion, action, thought, word, experience. We're the co-creators of our own realities. We are accessing the most optimal vibrations of potential experiences available to us and are effectively working with the Akashic Records. When we talk about connecting with our higher self, we're also describing an understanding of our own Akashic Records. We can connect with this source of loving information in order to be best versions of ourselves. That's what we do here. When this card shows up, it comes as a reminder of the endless possibilities and limitless potentials that are surely available to you. These can be accessed in various ways, through exploring insight, imagination, past life memories, intuitive glimpses, meditation, dreams, prayer, high frequency foods, whatever they are, energetic downloads, loving connections with others, listening to music, dancing. I haven't been listening to music because I cannot stop myself from singing and my voice hasn't been great, although the last 2 days my voice has been fine. Dancing, exercising your body, exploring nature and the outdoors. Can't do that right now. Interacting with animals. Being creative and overall following your heart. Accessing your records may provide you with power to change your life for the better by being open to making healthy choices, better choices for yourself, yes. Through learning to release the ego, you can't do that. By learning to recognize what the ego is and not be a slave to it and put it in its place, kind of thing. Self-judgment or judgment of others. By practicing forgiveness and unconditional love, there are so many contributing factors that may illuminate a clear navigation of your own Akashic records. It's a great journey that we each have the potential to take. It's just living within the guidance. It's what we do here. Yeah, so my feisty side has been reeled in lately because I was spitting the dummy. And I've got clear messages in the last couple of days. It's like, Claire, stop it. Don't wreck what you've been working toward for a long time now. Okay. Yikes, Christine. Then we've got the Six of Wands. Again, we've got victory. Six of Wands, Six of Wands. That's a 61D energy here on the table. Six of Wands is a arrival of positive news. You're victorious and should be proud of yourself and your brilliant accomplishments. Your enthusiasm has paid off threefold. Ooh, as you realize your limitless potential, there's nothing you cannot achieve, and others also recognize that this is your strength. Creativity begins with connecting with your higher self. You've learned to harness this and are an inspiration to those around you. This card represents a harmonious state that comes from finding a healthy and comfortable balance in all areas of your life, mind, body, and spirit. Great news, good fortune, success, yay. And the Page of Cups. So an elephant in the background. Maybe not, maybe yes. Page of Cups. I love news. Trust your inner voice and feelings. You're on the right path. It's the beginning phase of a new adventure, project, or idea. I know, right? So many cards about that. Take this time to work through your creative processes. They will guide you more than you know. Your psychic abilities are on high. Trust them. Oh. Okay. It's all very delightful. That was the first card out, Delight. That card itself reminds me of the Mercury retrograde palette. A lot of the colors. It's just like that. What's this? Mischief. I like it. Okay. So we've got the Eight of Wands, our eyes on the prize. We've got Akashic Records, tuning into our higher selves, getting that guidance through. Six of Wands to victory. Page of Cups, start of an adventure. Got what it takes. Queen of Cups, open to receiving from it. Resonating with you too, Tammy? Good. Queen of Cups, tell us more about her. I know what she means to me. What does she mean to this one? Whoever wrote this. Danielle, Noel. Queen of Cups. The evolution and growth of loving relationships with others. A time to listen to your inner voice and psychic abilities. Being able to heal oneself or others. It may be that you'll offer counsel, wisdom, or advice to those who are in need. The manifestation of loving energy. Yeah. That's still focusing on giving, and I get a very much an energy of receiving from Queen of Cups. Yeah. You see, it says the Queen of Cups is an expressive and a nurturing individual who's deeply attuned to the emotional needs of others. I'm getting the opposite energy of this, not the opposite energy, but the receiving that stuff rather than giving stuff out. I mean, this Queen of Cups sounds codependent here, taking care of everyone else's needs. Warm, kind-hearted, empathizing with all, deeply tuned to the emotional needs of others. See, I'm getting the opposite of that. I'm getting the Queen of Cups. People are tuned to you, nurturing you, receiving from that, especially groups of people like that first card side of the Lenormand. That, let me read that out again because I feel like it's important now. This message has come out a few times. It was the Garden card, wasn't it? What number is the Garden? I can't remember. It was like 32 or something. No, 32 is Moon. 20. The Garden card illustrates a special place to interact with other people and with nature to enjoy beauty. The setting may be a public place, such as park or museum, or it may involve a private social gathering, such as party or reception. The miniature garden depicted here suggests that group dynamics are a microcosm of social structure, wherein individuals contribute their talents and energy for the benefit of all. What a group of people can accomplish together is far greater than what anyone can do alone. The Garden card may refer to networking, clubs, communities, meetings, recreation, support groups, conferences, fundraisers, leisure activities, and cultural events. The setting itself is not as important as the sense of enjoyment derived from participating in communal activities. I feel like it's receiving, not just giving to a group like this and realizing what you can give to it, but actually receiving from a group like this. I think that's what the point is in all of this. That's what the point is in the Queen of Cups right there. It's you starting to receive from a group dynamic like that. So, in other words, it's not about you going into a group and just, how can I support this group and all the other people within this group? It's you advocating for yourself, having your eyes on your own prize, coming together with a group, and then them helping you to achieve what it is. 8 of Wands that you've got your sights set on. 10 of Wands, putting the burdens down. There you go. So putting the burdens down. So this idea that it's all about everyone else and their wishes and their being attuned to their emotional needs and their wishes and all of that. Putting those burdens down, putting the burdens down of everyone else. Putting the burdens down, the belief that you're here for everybody else. And getting on with what you're here to do. What you're here to do, what's in your Akashic records to do. What you need to advocate and get selfish about and do for yourself, and then get other people to help you with that, because it's important. So in other words, it's stepping into like more of a leadership role. No one else is going to do it. 10 of Wands. Putting the burdens down. After all you've achieved, you may feel overburdened by responsibilities, finding yourself overworked and off balance, Your initial aspirations and creative ideas may seem faded from your present situation. Maybe a good time to accept help from others and prioritize what's truly necessary. How are you gaining wisdom from your actions? What can you remove or cut out in order to reduce some of the pressure on yourself? I'm getting a strong message from this isn't it unfortunate that good people with good hearts tend to become codependent, tend to become those that are just supporting others? Because good people with good hearts, they will be given great ideas of what to create in this world, of change to create in this world, but they never get on with it because they never will allow other people to support them in that. And this is saying, hey, you've got the good ideas. You've got the good ideas. It's time to get on with that now. But in order to get on with it, you need to get over yourself and all of these things that you've done of not letting anyone else help you and just being here to support everyone else and all of that. In other words, just look at it from another way, another perspective. Don't let negatively selfish people be the only ones that get on with anything in the world and lead things. It's time for the good people to get more selfish so that they'll actually advocate for the ideas that are in their hearts and get on with them and recruit help to getting that done, because none of us are an island and we can't do it by ourselves. We have to get help in that. Oh, coffee. So we're talking about group dynamics here. We might be talking about a relationship a little bit, just coming through with that card, but nothing else. Really. We're talking about other kinds of relationships, group dynamic relationships. We're talking about the ideas that are inside of yourself and getting on with those. We're talking about maybe getting inspired by a group, but also being open to them helping you in your endeavors and it being about you and your ideas, taking lead in that way. It's about the momentum and the fire and the passion that you're going to get from that moving forward. It's about managing yourself through this. If it's breaks that you need, whatever it is that you need to do for self-love, do that first. Otherwise, it's going to be a hindrance. The universe is going to hold that stuff back from you because you're not going to be ready for it. Yeah, it could be competition, disappointment ahead, challenges ahead. Could be. Oh, I feel like getting some of these out. I never get these out. Shauna. Anything else that we need to know about all of this? We've got a new adventure, new path, opening up. Should make us feel fired up. Horseshoe, good luck. Lucky break. Things working out, falling into place. Exciting. Yep. Lots of fiery energy around it. Exciting path. Excitement. Firecracker. Chinese New Year. What? Tiger? Is it tiger this year? What are tigers? What's the Chinese? I wanted to find out because I know I asked that question. It came up. It popped in my mind. Last week, didn't it? Brave, competitive, unpredictable, confident, great displays of willpower. Courage, bravery, resilience, strength. So it's very Leo kind of energy. What happens in the year of the tiger? Positive change, business stability, finances flow smoothly, new love relationships, savings. Is the year of the tiger lucky this year? In terms of your career, tiger people, I'm not a tiger person. Oh, is the year of the tiger lucky? Socializing, making money. Yeah, it's got things to do with this year of the tiger. Thought so. Thought so. I was just seeing it there because firecracker, you know, they use them here. The Chinese thing. What else do we need to know about this? Mice, discord amongst friends or family. So group dynamics is very important right now. This competition, this disappointment, group dynamics, discord, any problems that you've got with groups and groups of people, any problems that you've got in relating to others, so things like codependency and stuff like that, that will probably be highlighted as you're going into this, because any hindrance like that to group work is going to come up to be looked at. So that'll be why discord amongst friends, family, or around people is coming up at the moment. Fairman, why has he come out? Fairness, broken ring, parting of the ways in romance and business. So there could be disruption going on to get the right people together. Fairness, for fairness sake. So people that are going to be fair, people that are on the same page as you. So yeah, so for those of you that haven't yet done enough of that work, the stuff that's stopping you from being around the right people, being open to receiving from them, keeping yourself in balance when you're around them instead of that willingness to overgive, Ten of Wands kind of stuff. All of that stuff will come up if you've not sorted that stuff yet. So all of that stuff has been coming up, not just so we can get into good romantic relationships. It's so that we can function in a group toward an end for ideas that you've either had previously or that you're going to be getting soon or inspired about soon, for you to run with that and take the lead in it. Goal-oriented person, that's that 8 of Wands energy again. A target, something to aim for, a goal, an idea that you've had, something that you want to create here. Candle, you'll be shown the way. Again, that's the Akashic records kind of an energy of your higher self. It's going to give you guidance, is giving you guidance already, you will be shown the way. Some people are so some of you listening to this are still in the preliminary stages, preparation stages, still dealing with the stuff that's holding you back in your way of that, the little problems with people and stuff like that is preempting this. And you might be like, why is nothing happening in my life? Or I've just got to constantly heal this stuff and this stuff. And it's like, well, that's because that's the preparation for this. You can't get with the right people and doing all of this until you've dealt with that stuff. So that's what it's about. Bear. Danger, especially in money matters. Some of you are dealing with that too. And bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. So this is what we've been laying the groundwork for. Oh, my legs. Why so jumpy, chicken? We've been laying the groundwork. Our problems with people, our problems with ourselves. successfully overcome those problems, and then this stuff will kick on off. So it just depends on how much work you've done. Of course it does. And that's why the energy updates will always just be energy updates, because unless you're doing the work, you're not going to be ready. It's not going to happen anyway. It can't. It happens when we're ready for it, because we put the work in. That's what the work is. So, very clear. How interesting. New adventures. And it's a mixture, is what I'm hearing. It's groups, it's life purpose, it's you creating something, it's about you, it's about your relationships, it's about a love relationship too that seems to be involved somewhat, but not, it's not the be all and end all. And abundance, definitely. So there we go. Thanks everyone for coming along. Let's do this all over again on Wednesday. I'm going to make a pick a card read today. I don't know what on. Has anyone got any ideas? What would you like a pick a card read on today? I'll publish it later today. Don't need to do any dailies today because I spent the day doing that yesterday. Pick a card reads, anybody? Have you been hanging for a particular pick a card read? Any ideas? It's a delay, so you're going to have to wait. Just leave that down there. Let me bother doing my hair this morning. Because yesterday I did a keratin treatment and it's feeling really good at the moment. I don't want to wash it. I'll just be shuffling cards while I'm waiting for ideas for bigger card reads. Practice gratitude. Interesting. That card came up in a daily energy update yesterday. Practice gratitude. I don't like that. Practice gratitude, it's like saying when you don't feel grateful, try and feel grateful. Practice it? I don't know. Feel grateful when you're actually grateful for something and don't feign it when you're not. I don't like that. I don't like that whole concept, practice gratitude. I used to be so into it. Come right off it. I think it's deceptive. Deceiving ourselves, taking us away from our true guidance, which is emotional clarity on actually how we're actually feeling about something. If something truly makes us grateful, or if it doesn't. If it doesn't, we need to do something about it, not pretend that we're grateful for it. That's where I'm with that. Practicing gratitude. Malarkey. See the bigger picture. And keep your heart open. Oh, that's tricky, isn't it? Keep your heart open. Are they telling us everything? No. What aren't they telling us? Didn't I do one of those recently? Did I? I can't remember. Let's see. What pick of cards have I done recently? Ooh. Okay. Pop up on my website. It's annoying, isn't it? Anyone else find that? What they didn't say and do on Valentine's. Twin flame, what's going on? How they feel about you? Singles, your Valentine's stuff. Twin flame, what's going on? The love tarot. I've not done one of those for a while. Well, the last one that I did was what they didn't say and do on Valentine's, so I'm not going to do another one just like that right now. Bigger picture. Isn't that what all the bigger cards go into? The bigger picture behind something, especially in the deeper dives. I might do tarot. I like doing tarot. You might have noticed. I might do love tarot. What's blocking them from moving forward? Blocks. Again, that's really similar to that one that I just did, though, the last pick a card on Saturday, which is what they didn't do, say, on Valentine's Day. That went all into the blocks. It's holding them back from that. Good ideas, though. Thanks, Jenny and Maria. See, everyone, have a good one. Let's do this all over again on Wednesday, and I'll see you then. Bye.